Okay, so panagdayat sa Dios sa tanan ug tanang kabuhatan. I am Prince Adrian Iyawan, and today I'm going to present my report that tackles about interdisciplinary theory by Heidi Hayes Jacob. But before we delve in on what is interdisciplinary theory all about, let us know first the proponent of this theory, which is Heidi Hayes Jacobs. Okay, so who is Heidi Hayes Jacobs? So Heidi Hayes Jacobs is an educational expert that wants the school to change on how the way they teach, in which, according to him, she believes that learning should not be separated into different subjects that do not connect with each other. Instead, she just suggested that teaching should bring different subjects together in order to help the students understand the real world problems better. That's why she proposed the interdisciplinary theory in order to help the students answer real world problems. So what is interdisciplinary theory all about? So, interdisciplinary theory by Heidi Hayes Jacobs is a type of approach that means teaching students by combining two or more subjects to study one main idea or problem. Instead of learning math in one class and science in another class, uh, she suggests that students need to study the topic that needs both math and science in one class, in which it helps the students to see on how knowledge from different subjects fits together and in order to create a solution that would help the real to solve the real world problems. Next, why we need to use interdisciplinary theory. So, according to Jacobs, she states that problems that we face in real life are not just about to be solved by one step. Instead, we use multiple subjects. For instance, we need to study about the climate change. We need to use different subjects in order to come up with the creative solutions and solve the problems about climate change, in which we can use different subjects. For example, science. We will know on how the environment works. We need also to add social studies on how people and government react the climate change, and also we have math on how to understand data and numbers about the climate change occurrence, and also we need to use uh, arts in order to explain our ideas clearly on what is climate change all about. And because of these topics are connected, students should learn together and not separately. And next is that how does this theory supports curriculum integration? So this theory supports curriculum integration through the following. So number one is that it connects subjects through a common theme. So it links different subjects by using one main idea wherein everyone can understand. So through interdisciplinary approach, it encourages teachers to combine different subjects like science, history, and art around one big idea or questions. And for students, it also helps them to from multiple angles wherein they can create a multiple and creative solutions. The second one is that it builds critical thinking and problem solving. Because of they make they may use tools and methods from different disciplines wherein students learn to analyze problems deeply and can come up with a greater solutions. And lastly, it encourages teamwork and communication. So through interdisciplinary approach, working on projects span subjects that often requires collaboration. So, in or, through interdisciplinary approach, it helps the students to develop social and communication skills that would help them to have a great many ideas and many solutions. So next one is that integration strategy in designing a lesson. So when designing an interdisciplinary lesson, first we begin with a central theme that interests or that links different subjects to help students make meaningful connections. For instance, water conservation. It includes multiple subjects such as science, wherein we need to study the water cycle. Second one is the social studies, wherein we need to study the water loss. And also for math, we need to measure the water use in order to conserve water. And lastly, we need to use language arts to write reports on how to conserve water. So next is we have that how does the theory can be applied in teaching social studies. So in order for this theory to be applied in social studies subject, I made a activity that uses also interdisciplinary approach wherein this title is all about exploring communities on how environment, economy, and culture shape societies. In this type of activity, I integrated five subjects. These are social studies, wherein they need to learn about the different types of societies, such as the bands, tribes, chiefdoms, and know their locations and leadership structures. For the next one, it is also integrated with geography, wherein students will locate the groups and understand how the environment influences their way of life. Third one is that I integrated economics, wherein students will explore on how people or how people or the groups make a living in there and how their methods affect their organization. For the next one, I integrated art in order to create them posters or models to visually represent their daily life, leaders, and traditions. And lastly, the language arts in which they will need to explain and present their work after making their posters or models. Okay, so in this activity, first, the students will look at a map to find where bands, tribes, and chiefdoms live, wherein they need to use a map or research wherein where are there's the specific types of societies live. Then also after that, they will need to learn about the main ways on how people in each group make living, such as hunting, farming, or herding, with the use of researching through the internet. The next one, after that, they will discuss it with their respective groups on how their jobs affect the group's leadership and how they make decisions in society. So this one will be a collaborative with a group in which they will need to discuss their ideas about the group's leadership and how the selected types of society make decisions. For the next one is that they after they gather data and information, they will create a poster or model showing the daily life of the leaders and the special traditions of the one selected specific group. And finally, after making a posters, uh, they will they will share their work and explain how the environment and economy and culture are all connected to shape the way the group is organized. So for this activity, so in this activity, I used a analytic rubric in order to critique their work or activity that they intended to do. So since it needs a longer time, so they will need to pass it or they need to do it in a span of 3 weeks. So that will be my presentation for today. So thank you and God bless.